Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins and their astonishing values. In today's video, we're diving into a very special coin, the 1963 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. This coin has recently been grabbing attention in the collector's market, and today, it is worth an incredible $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.9 million for a penny. Stick around as I explain why this coin is so valuable and what you need to know if you happen to find one in your collection. First, let's talk a little about the history of the 1963 Lincoln penny. It was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it doesn't have a mint mark. The Lincoln penny series began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it has since become one of the most iconic coins in American history. The 1963 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Millions of these coins were produced, but not all of them are worth millions. So what makes this particular coin so valuable? Now let's get into what makes the 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1.9 million. There are a few factors that play a huge role. The first is its condition. If your 1963 penny is in mint state condition or has been graded as MS 67 or higher by a professional coin grading service, its value increases dramatically. Coins in mint condition are extremely rare because they've been perfectly preserved, with no signs of wear and tear. Collectors are always willing to pay top dollar for these flawless examples. The second factor is rarity. While millions of 1963 pennies were made, very few have survived in pristine condition. Over the years, many pennies were damaged, worn out, or simply lost. This rarity adds to the allure for collectors and drives up the value of the remaining high-grade coins. Another important factor is if the coin has any unique errors or variations. Coins that have minting errors, like off-center strikes or double dies, can be worth significantly more than regular coins. Even though the 1963 penny wasn't known for widespread minting errors, any discovered anomaly can instantly boost its value. Let's talk about how this coin reached the $1.9 million mark. Rare coin collectors and investors are willing to pay staggering amounts for coins that are in top condition and have historical significance. Recently, one of these rare 1963 pennies sold at auction for close to $1.9 million, setting a record for this particular year. This sale was a result of competitive bidding among collectors who recognized the rarity and pristine condition of the coin. When a coin reaches such high levels of value, it's often not just about the coin itself. The coin's history, rarity, and condition all play a part, but so does the excitement and competition among wealthy collectors who want to own a piece of history. Now, the big question is, how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable pennies? First, check the date and make sure it says 1963 with no mint mark below the date. Then, take a close look at the condition of the coin. Is it still shiny and new-looking, or is it worn down? Coins that have been circulated and show wear and tear are not as valuable. If your coin looks uncirculated, it might be worth having it graded by a professional coin grading service. This will help determine its exact value. If you suspect you have a valuable 1963 penny, it's worth consulting with an expert or taking it to an auction house that specializes in rare coins. You never know, you might be holding onto a $1 million coin without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 1963 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny may seem like just another ordinary coin, but for collectors, it represents a rare treasure worth a fortune. Its value, currently reaching up to $1.9 million, is a testament to how much collectors are willing to pay for a piece of history in perfect condition. 1949 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This coin is special for a number of reasons and has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. One of these coins has recently been valued at an incredible $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth over $1 million. Let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable and why it's worth so much in today's market. Before we get into its current value, let's first take a look at the history of the 1949 Lincoln penny. The Abraham Lincoln penny series began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1949, these coins had already become a staple in American currency. However, like any coin, certain factors such as minting errors, low production numbers, and unique characteristics can make specific pennies much more valuable than others. The 1949 penny with no mint mark was minted in Philadelphia. The absence of a mint mark means it was produced in the main mint of the country. While Philadelphia typically produced a large number of these pennies, there are some special conditions that make this particular version extremely valuable today. Now, you're probably wondering what could make a regular penny worth $1.3 million. Well, one of the major factors is its rarity. While millions of 1949 pennies were produced, only a handful have survived in pristine condition, known as mint state or uncirculated condition. Coins in this condition show no signs of wear or damage, and their original details remain as sharp as the day they were minted. In addition to its condition, collectors value this coin due to its age and historical significance. Having survived for over 70 years in mint state is a testament to its rarity. It's important to note that many coins from this era were melted down or damaged over time, making well-preserved examples even more scarce. The fact that this 1949 penny has no mint mark is another reason it stands out. While pennies from other mints like Denver and San Francisco were produced with a small letter indicating where they were made, the lack of a mint mark on this penny gives it a unique appeal to collectors. In the world of coin collecting, small details like this can make a huge difference in the coin's desirability and market value. If you're lucky enough to have a 1949 Lincoln penny, you might be wondering how to tell if it's the rare and valuable no mint mark version. First, flip the coin over and check the reverse side. You should see the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with 2 wheat ears. On the front, the date, 1949, will be clearly visible below Abraham Lincoln's bust. The absence of any small letter below the date indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, meaning it's a no mint mark penny. Once you've identified the coin, the next step is to assess its condition. The value of any coin is heavily dependent on its grade, which measures how well the coin has been preserved. Coins in good condition will show signs of heavy wear, while those in mint state will appear almost flawless. If your coin is in mint state or uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to a real treasure. Now let's talk about the current market value of this 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny. As of today, one of these pennies in mint condition is valued at an astonishing $1.3 million. But keep in mind that not every 1949 penny is worth this much. The value depends on factors such as the coin's condition, rarity, and demand in the collector's market. For example, a heavily worn 1949 penny with no mint mark might only be worth a few cents or a couple of dollars. But if you have one in excellent or mint state condition, its value skyrockets. Professional grading services can help determine the exact grade of your coin, and it's always a good idea to consult an expert before selling or buying this. So why are collectors willing to pay millions of dollars for a penny? In the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are key factors. Coins like this 1949 penny are not only rare but also represent a piece of American history. Additionally, owning such a coin can be seen as a status symbol among collectors, which drives up the demand and price even further. As the market for rare coins continues to grow, it's possible that the value of this penny will increase even more in the future. For collectors, owning a coin like this is an investment as much as it is a passion. So there you have it, the story of the 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with a curiosity about rare and valuable coins, this penny is a perfect example of how something as small as a 1-cent coin can be worth a fortune. If you have a 1949 penny, it might be worth taking a closer look at its condition. You could be holding $1 million treasure in your hands. 1969 D Lincoln cent with a D mint mark. Now, you may be wondering why a simple penny from 1969 is making headlines and grabbing the attention of collectors worldwide. Well, let me tell you, this little coin has a current market value that can reach an astonishing $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a penny. So, what makes this 1969 D penny so valuable? It all boils down to a few key factors that coin collectors always look for: rarity, condition, and unique errors. Let's break each of these down. First, let's talk about the rarity. The 1969 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and millions of them were produced. However, not all of these pennies are considered rare. The one we're talking about today is incredibly scarce due to a specific error on the coin. This error, known as a double die, can increase the value of a coin exponentially. A doubled die is a mistake that happens during the minting process when the die, which is used to strike the design onto the coin, is accidentally imprinted twice. This creates a noticeable doubling effect on parts of the coin's design, like the date or the lettering. In the case of the 1969 D penny, it's the doubling on the obverse side, particularly on the date and the word liberty, that makes this coin stand out. The second factor that influences the value of this coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1969 D penny with the double die error that's in mint or near mint condition can fetch top dollar, especially if it's been well preserved without any major scratches, dings, or other signs of wear. Next, we have the historical significance. The Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic coins in American history, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Lincoln's image has been on the penny since 1909, and it remains one of the most recognized coins in circulation today. The 1969 D penny is a part of this rich legacy, but its error adds a layer of uniqueness that sets it apart from millions of others. Now, let's talk numbers. A regular 1969 D penny in circulation might only be worth its face value, just 1 cent. However, if you happen to have a 1969 D penny with the double die error, the value skyrockets. In fact, some of these coins have been sold at auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in the most pristine conditions, they've reached prices as high as $1.7 million. That's life-changing money for something that could be sitting in your pocket right now. So, how do you know if you have a 1969 D double die penny? Well, the first thing you want to do is grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and take a close look at the coin. Focus on the date, especially the number 9, and the word liberty. If you see clear signs of doubling, you might be in possession of one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world. However, it's important to note that there are also counterfeit coins out there, so if you think you have one of these rare coins, it's a good idea to get it authenticated by a professional coin grader or a reputable coin dealer. Another thing to keep in mind is that even if your coin has some wear and tear, it could still be worth a significant amount of money. Coin collectors are always looking for these rare error coins, and even those in slightly lower grades can sell for impressive amounts. In conclusion, the 1969 D Lincoln penny with a double die error is one of the most valuable coins out there, with some selling for up to $1.7 million. It's rare, unique, and highly sought after by collectors. So, take a look through your loose change and see if you might have a fortune hiding in plain sight. 1975 No mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be shocked to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin has fetched an astonishing market value of up to $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, let's break down exactly why this coin is so special and how it can be worth such a fortune. At first glance, the 1975 Lincoln penny may not seem particularly rare. The coin was produced by the U.S. Mint in large quantities. However, the key detail here is the absence of a mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia, which didn't include mint marks on pennies at the time. But that's not the only thing that sets it apart. To understand why this specific penny has achieved such a high value, we need to explore its condition, rarity, and the most sought-after variations. The condition of the coin is crucial when it comes to determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless specimen. For the 1975 no mint mark penny, those that have been found in mint state condition with little to no wear, sharp details, and original luster are the ones fetching the highest prices at auctions. A pristine coin, graded as MS-67 or higher, is extremely rare for this particular year, and that's where collectors are willing to pay big bucks. Now, you may be wondering, how did this coin end up being worth $1.8 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity and demand. High-grade 1975 pennies are few and far between, and when collectors or investors spot one in exceptional condition, they're willing to pay top dollar to add it to their collection. This skyrocketing value is largely driven by competitive bidding at auctions where rare coins can see their prices soar. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design of this iconic coin. On the obverse, you have Abraham Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been used on the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coin history. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008 before being replaced. This penny holds both historical and sentimental value, which only adds to its allure among collectors. So, what should you look for if you want to get your hands on a valuable 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, you'll need to closely examine the coin's condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, which can significantly reduce its value. Next, consider getting your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and grade. Even if your penny isn't worth millions, it could still fetch a significant sum if it's in great condition. You might be thinking, how do I find one of these rare pennies? The good news is that rare coins like this one often pop up in the most unexpected places. Check through your old coin collections, change jars, and even rolls of pennies from the bank. You never know, you could be holding on to a hidden treasure without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 1975 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something as small as a penny can hold tremendous value. While not every 1975 penny is worth millions, those in pristine condition are out there, waiting to be discovered. So, keep an eye out, who knows, you could find a life-changing coin right in your own pocket. 1979 D. Abraham Lincoln penny. And yes, you heard that right, this particular penny could be worth as much as $1.40 million. Now, you might be wondering what makes a penny from 1979, with a D mint mark, so valuable. Is it rare? Is it a mistake? Let's break it all down and find out why some of these pennies are turning heads in the coin collecting world. First, let's start with a bit of background. The 1979 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is what the D mint mark represents. Hundreds of millions of pennies were produced that year, so it's not a rare coin at first glance. In fact, it's quite common, and many people may have one in their collection without even realizing it, but here's where things get interesting. What sets the high-value 1979 D penny apart is its condition and possible errors. Coins that are in pristine condition, especially those graded as mint state or higher, are extremely valuable to collectors. If you've got a 1979 D penny that looks like it just left the mint, no scratches, no wear, perfect details, you might be holding on to something special. Another factor that can add to the value of a 1979 D penny is whether it has any minting errors. Error coins are coins that were struck incorrectly due to mistakes at the mint. These errors can include off-center strikes, double dies, or even coins that were struck on the wrong planchet. These errors make a coin unique, and collectors will often pay a premium for them. So, if your 1979 D penny has one of these rare errors, its value could skyrocket. Now, let's talk about the top condition and the grading system. Coin grading is done by professional organizations such as the PCGS or NGC, and it can make a huge difference in how much your penny is worth. A coin graded MS-65, for example, is nearly flawless and could easily fetch thousands of dollars. But if your coin is graded higher, say MS-67 or MS-68, you're looking at potentially massive returns, and this is where the $1.4 million figure comes into play. Why such a high price? Coins in the highest grades are exceedingly rare because even the smallest blemish can lower their grade. A 1979 D penny in near-perfect condition is extremely difficult to find, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable pennies? First, take a good look at its condition. If it looks almost brand new, without any visible wear or damage, it's worth getting it professionally graded. You'll want to send your coin to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. Once you have that grade, you can assess its value more accurately. It's also important to look for any potential minting errors. If your penny has any irregularities, such as doubling on the date or mint mark, or if it was struck off-center, these are all signs that you might have a valuable error coin. In conclusion, while not every 1979 D penny is worth a fortune, there are specific factors that could make yours incredibly valuable. The combination of a high grade and possible minting errors is what makes the 1979 D penny such a sought-after item. If you believe you have one, it might be time to get it graded and find out if you're holding a piece of coin history worth $1.4 million. 1980 Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark that is currently valued at an astounding $1.5 million now. When it comes to coin collecting, most people know that Lincoln pennies are one of the most popular coins out there. Since their first release in 1909, they've been a staple of American currency and are still widely circulated today. But every now and then certain coins become highly valuable due to their rarity, historical significance, or unique characteristics. And that's exactly what we're dealing with here, a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth a fortune. Let's first talk about why this penny is so special. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted in massive quantities like most years and was produced in several locations across the United States. Typically you'll find a mint mark on the coin which tells you where it was produced. If there's a D, that means it was minted in Denver. If there's an S, that indicates it was minted in San Francisco. But when a coin has no mint mark, it usually means it was minted in Philadelphia. While Philadelphia coins usually don't carry any additional value, there are always exceptions, and this 1980 no mint mark penny is one of them. The value of this particular penny comes from a combination of factors. First, its condition is a major contributor. Coins that are in excellent condition, particularly those graded as MS or mint state by professional grading services, can fetch much higher prices than those in circulated or worn condition. In fact, for this penny to reach the $1.5 million value we're talking about, it would need to be in flawless or near flawless condition, meaning no scratches, no signs of wear, and perfectly struck features. These coins are incredibly rare to find. Another key factor is rarity. While billions of pennies were minted in 1980, it's possible that a very limited number of high-quality no-mint mark pennies have survived in pristine condition. It's this combination of scarcity and condition that drives the price up. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare pieces that can complete their collections, and when there's only a small supply available, prices can skyrocket. So how can you tell if your 1980 penny is one of the rare valuable ones? First, check for the mint mark or lack of one. If you've got a penny without a mint mark, you might be onto something. Next, take a good look at its condition. If it looks brand new or nearly uncirculated, that's a good sign. However, you'll want to get it professionally graded to know for sure. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC can assess the coin and give it an official grade, which will help determine its value in the market. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins in mint condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But even if your penny doesn't reach the $1.5 million mark, it could still be worth more than face value depending on its condition. Coins like this often sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in lower grades, which is still an incredible return on a 1-cent piece. So what does the future hold for the value of this 1980 Lincoln penny? As with any collectible, the market can fluctuate, but rare coins, especially those with historical significance or unique attributes, tend to hold their value over time and in many cases increase in value as demand grows. The 1980 no mint mark penny has already made waves in the coin collecting world, and as more collectors become aware of its rarity, its value could continue to rise. If you're interested in coin collecting or you think you might have a valuable penny hiding in your pocket change, take some time to inspect your coins closely. You never know what treasure you might have. Who knows, you could be holding on to a piece of American history worth millions. 1981 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This specific coin has caught the attention of collectors and experts alike, as one rare specimen is currently valued at an astonishing $1.2 million. Let's explore what makes this coin so valuable, and how you can check if you have one of these hidden treasures in your collection. The 1981 Lincoln penny might look like any regular penny at first glance, but there are key factors that contribute to its high value. The most important detail is the lack of a mint mark. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, which is common. However, certain errors or varieties can occur during the minting process that significantly boost a coin's value. In this case, it's the condition, rarity, and any special features that have made this particular coin so desirable. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The 1981 Lincoln penny that sold for $1.2 million was in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as mint state 68. For coins, condition plays a massive role in determining their worth. The higher the grade, the more flawless the coin. Tiny imperfections, wear, or scratches can drastically reduce its value. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, away from circulation, are typically the ones that fetch the highest prices. Another reason behind this coin's extraordinary value is its rarity. While millions of 1981 pennies were produced, finding one in such perfect condition is extremely rare. Most pennies that went into circulation have been worn down through years of use. This makes the discovery of an untouched, uncirculated 1981 penny a rare find, pushing its value up significantly. Collectors and coin experts also look for any unique features, errors, or varieties that make a coin stand out from the rest. Although this specific 1981 penny doesn't have any major mint errors that are known, sometimes small variations in the design or production process can increase a coin's worth. Always keep an eye out for these subtle differences, as they can add to the coin's rarity and value. If you're wondering how to check if you have a valuable 1981 Lincoln penny, start by closely examining your coin. First, look for the absence of a mint mark. Then, check the overall condition of the coin. Does it show signs of wear and tear, or is it in near perfect condition? If your coin looks pristine, it could be worth sending to a professional grading service to determine its quality and authenticity. Additionally, it's important to know where and how to sell such valuable coins. Reaching out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses is a great first step. They can guide you through the process of grading and selling your coin, ensuring that you get the best possible price for your treasure. In conclusion, the 1981 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is an exciting example of how everyday objects can sometimes hold extraordinary value. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand, a simple penny could be worth a life-changing $1.2 million. So, the next time you're sorting through your change or old coin collection, be sure to keep an eye out for this rare gem. You never know what valuable treasure might be hiding right under your nose. 1991 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this coin has been sold at auction for an incredible $1.6 million. Stick around to find out why this coin is so special, how to identify it, and what makes it worth so much money in today's market. First, let's talk about the basics of the 1991 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The obverse of the coin features the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which was designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin is made from a copper-plated zinc composition, with the total weight being 2.5 grams. Now, what makes the 1991 Lincoln penny so valuable is the fact that it has no mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins are struck at one of several mints, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, while coins from Denver carry a D mint mark, and coins from San Francisco bear an S mint mark. However, in some rare cases, an error occurs during the minting process, and a coin that should have a mint mark ends up without one. For the 1991 penny, a few coins were struck without the mint mark when they should have had one. This error is extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins like this, especially when they're in pristine condition. You're probably wondering, how does a penny like this end up being worth $1.6 million? The key factors that determine the value of any coin are rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of the 1991 no-mint mark penny, it's the combination of a rare minting error, a high level of demand among collectors, and the fact that one of these pennies was found in nearly perfect condition that led to such a massive auction price. The coin that sold for $1.6 million was graded MS-70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, which means it was in absolutely flawless condition. For a coin that is more than 30 years old, finding one in mint state with no signs of wear or damage is extremely rare, and that rarity is what drives up the price. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies in your collection? First, check the date on the obverse of the coin. You're looking for a 1991 penny. Next, inspect the area under the date. If you see no mint mark, and the coin looks like it's in great condition, you might have found something special. If you believe you have one of these valuable pennies, your next step should be to have it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC will evaluate the condition of your coin and assign it a grade. Coins in higher grades, especially those in mint state condition, are worth significantly more than coins that show signs of wear. While not every 1991 no-mint mark penny will be worth $1.6 million, these coins still hold tremendous value. Even coins that are not in perfect condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their grade. 1991 D. Lincoln penny with a D mint mark from the Denver Mint. Believe it or not, one of these humble 1-cent coins has been sold for an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a penny. In this video, we're going to dive deep into why this coin is so valuable, what sets it apart, and how you can spot one yourself. So, if you're into coin collecting or just curious about rare finds, stick around. First off, let's talk a little about the background of the 1991 D. Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, also known as the penny, has been in production since 1909, celebrating President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The D mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, one of the major mints in the United States. While millions of these pennies were produced in 1991, only a select few hold incredible value, and that's exactly what we're going to explore today. So, what makes a 1991 D penny worth $1.3 million? There are a few key factors that play into the value of this coin. Number 1 is condition. The condition of a coin is absolutely crucial when determining its value. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, with no noticeable wear and tear, are the most sought after by collectors. The 1991 D penny that sold for $1.3 million was graded as MS-68 red, one of the highest possible grades given by coin grading organizations like PCGS or NGC. This means the coin was in pristine condition with no blemishes or signs of wear, giving it an incredibly high value. Number 2 is rarity. Although millions of 1991 D pennies were minted, very few remain in such high condition. Most pennies from that year have been circulated, used, and damaged over time. Finding one in near-perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack, which makes it extremely rare and desirable for collectors. Number 3 is demand. There's a strong market for rare and valuable coins, with collectors always on the lookout for unique pieces to add to their collections. The combination of a rare coin in excellent condition with a high demand drives the price up, sometimes to unbelievable levels. The 1991 D. Lincoln penny is one of those coins that has captured the attention of serious collectors, and they're willing to pay top dollar for it. But how can you tell if your 1991 D. penny is worth a fortune? Here are a few things to look out for. First, check the mint mark. Make sure the coin has a D mint mark, which can be found just below the year on the front of the coin. If your penny doesn't have a mint mark or has a different one, it's not the 1991 D penny we're talking about. Second, examine the condition of the coin. If it looks worn or damaged, it's likely just worth face value. However, if it appears to be in excellent condition, with sharp details and a bright copper red color, you might have something special. You can take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a grading service to get an official grade. Lastly, look for any errors or unique features. Sometimes, minting errors can add significant value to a coin. For example, double dies, off-center strikes, or other unusual markings could make your penny even more valuable. It's always worth having a professional take a look if you think your coin might have something unique about it. So, could you be holding a 1991 D Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million? It's certainly possible, though the chances are slim. However, it's always fun to check your pocket change and see if you might have a hidden treasure. Remember, the condition of the coin is key, so handle any potential finds with care and have them professionally graded if you think they could be valuable.